Hi, hope you guys are doing well. So today we will be looking at the Boolean modifier. To do this, obviously you will be needing at least two objects, and there are different types of Booleans. So let me just first shift A and add in let's just go with a cylinder for now, and I'll just scale it on the z-axis and then shift SL to scale it like this. So now currently my modifier is on my cube. Before we continue, please consider subscribing. Only 9% of you are actually subscribed. My goal is to reach 2.5k subs by the end of this year, and drop a like and a comment while you're at it. And my cylinder does not have any modifier, okay, but it basically had the smooth modifier, but it doesn't have the Boolean modifier. So there are three main different types of Boolean operations. The first one is difference, and you can actually perform these operations on objects and as well as collection. For example, if I have a collection over here, and I'll just have this, I'll just duplicate this cylinder for now and move it to this collection too, and I'll just duplicate it a couple of times so that it's well filled up collection. So I'll just start moving these different parts of to over here. So I'll just select my cylinder, and then on the collection type I'll select collection 2, and as you can see, when I go into wireframe mode, you can see that the holes are being cut in by the entire collection. But if I change this to let me just turn on the cylinder, and I change this to object, and now I select the object of cylinder simply. So now the only hole that is being cut over here is by this cylinder alone. So there are different operations, and this is all not finalized. Okay, you can, if I go to wireframe mode, you can see that it is adapting and changing when I move the cylinder. It won't be finalized until unless you go over here and click on apply. It will be finalized then, and even then you can actually just go and go ahead and let me just show you over here, and you can see that the hole has been cut, but you can still just Control Z and Control Z and Control Z to get the modifier back. But it is limited. You can Control Z only a certain amount of times. So there's that. So the other option with this is the union one. Okay, and when you select the union one, if you can see the result over here, but the final result in this one you will have to apply it. And when I hit apply, I'll just hide my cylinder, and as you can see, it created a new cylinder inside this cube object. Okay, and the original cylinder is still over here. Okay, so that's how this one works. I'll just again Control Z again. I have set my Control Z a little bit higher than normal. Then there's also the intersection one. The intersection one, basically where both of the meshes meet and have a common area, it only adds that one. I think this one is the least used option. Mostly you're going to be using the union or difference one, and these are the solver methods. You can actually change these to see and different results. Okay, they're based on different types of meshes. Okay, so you can basically scan through all three of these if you're not getting a proper result. And the solver options are basically if, for example, hole tolerance, if a mesh has holes inside it, then it will actually give better results, but it will also be slower. It won't be as fast. And then self intersection, obviously it's self-explanatory at this point, and you can obviously use this for also materials, for material options. It can be index based or it can be transfer, but you're rarely going to be using it because mostly you add materials or textures afterwards when you're done with all your modeling processes. So let me just show you what is a material and what is a material slot, because that is important based on this options. So my currently this cube, let me just turn this off. Currently this cube has this one material. Okay, but if I click on plus, this currently is a material slot. It does not have a material inside it. But when I click on new, and now it says material 001, so now there are two materials on this cube. It doesn't have to use both of the materials. By default it actually uses the top one, but you can make it sure that it can use the other material as well. Yeah, I hope you guys learned something today. Please leave a like and a comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and watch another one of my videos, as that's how the YouTube algorithm works. It's a small channel and it won't cost you anything. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next video.